everyone, welcome back. My name's Kim and this is my channel Make with Millie, and today I'm going to be making some scones or scones, however you prefer to say it. I'm going to be doing some blueberry ones today because I've got some that need eating up. So I'm just going to get straight on doing it. The oven's already on at gas mark 7 and they'll be in for about 12-15 minutes. Really, they don't take long at all. So straight away you need 8 ounces of self-raising flour, which I'm going to sieve. I've got my bowl and my sieve here. Got a new sieve. My sister bought me a new one after seeing the little tiny one that I had the other day. So I'm just going to sieve 8 ounces of self-raising flour, which works out at 1 cup, which is 250 mils. So I'm just going to pop that in. Hope everyone's okay. Today is beautiful, really sunny. And then I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Again, just pop it on top of the, oh that's my oven, my fan, sorry. Just pop it on top of the flour. There we go. And a pinch of salt. I'm just going to pour a bit in my hand. There we go. A bit for good luck. There we go. I'm just going to sieve all that in. There we go. Oh. Now you can make these with raisins, sultanas, cherries. Mum loves cherries. Cheese. You can do savoury ones, which I wouldn't really like, but lots of people do. There we go. So that's that. And then and then you stir in the sugar, which is caster sugar, and it is 1 ounce, which is, it's easier for me just to do tablespoons, so it's 2 tablespoons equals to 1 ounce of sugar. All right. 2 tablespoons, which is 1 ounce. Going to stir, give that a little stir, and then I'm going to add some margarine, or you can use butter. You only need 2 ounces, which is 1/4 of a cup if you're doing your measuring cups. I'm just going to go and get it from the fridge because it needs to be very, very cold, the margarine or the butter. Sorry, I'm only here. Sorry. So I've already done it. So this is 1/4 of a cup, which again is, if you didn't have any measuring cups, it is, as I said, 2 ounces, which is about 2 big tablespoons pushed down. So yeah. So I'm just going to add that. It's very cold. I'm going to take it off the oven actually. It's just easier to mix in if it's cold. And I'm going to use my knife because it's easier. You can get your hands in. It's supposed to resemble breadcrumbs, so you need to get your fingers in, push up, just let it go through your fingers until it's fine breadcrumbs, and then you will add your milk. So I just find it easier if I just knife the marg or the butter into the flour to begin with. And also it makes the scones lighter, I find, because you're not overbeating it. So you still, all the air's still in there to make them fluffy. get my fingers in now and just finish it off. But my hands are quite warm, so I don't want to overwork it, because otherwise the margarine won't stay cold. Oh. And also with the knife it's easier if you've got sore hands for whatever reason. It's easier to use the knife. You can use like a blender or a, I don't know, it's a food processor, a blender. And you can blend it all together and then add the liquid on top. There we go. Excuse me while I just wash my hands. Oh. Such a beautiful day today. And yesterday was. I had a lovely day yesterday. I managed to get to see my friend that I've not seen since before Christmas, my best friend. And it was such a nice afternoon, catch up in the garden. So, I hope everyone's being able to do that now. You know, get back in touch with people that we've not seen for a while. I mean, still social distancing, but it's been so long, isn't it, since we've seen our loved ones, so it is nice to get back to that. So that is the breadcrumbs, and then to the dry mixture before you add the milk, I'm just going to pop in my blueberries. Now I've just used like a little tray. You can get this, these are just from Aldi, but you can get the bigger tray depending on how fruity you want it. But I just find a little tray like this, because these only make, depending on how big or small, probably about six big ones. I'm going to make them a little bit smaller today, so I might get a little bit more out. There we go. So you just mix those gently again, so you're not losing the air that you've just sieved in. There we go. So I've got my blueberries in there. There we go. You can pop a little bit of lemon in here as well. The lemon's quite nice with the blueberries. And then I am going to add some, I've got here a quarter of a pint of cold milk. It's better if it's cold. So, and again I'm just going to use my metal spoon. So if you use a wooden spoon, you lose the fluffiness of them. And I'm just going to make a little well, and then just add a bit at a time, because sometimes you don't always need the quarter of a pint. You just need to get it to a doughy consistency so it all binds together. These are lovely if you're having friends round, little afternoon tea in the garden. You can do chocolate chips as well, or white chocolate chips. You can do anything really in these. There we go. It's gathering a little bit, but still not coming away from the bowl. So I'm just going to add a little bit more. You can get your fingers in. I'm not going to, but there we go. Just make sure that all the breadcrumbs are all in with the. Just add a little bit more just to gather the bottom bits, not a lot. And then I'm going to save the rest of the milk anyway to add to the top before I pop them in the oven, just to glaze them. There we go. Now you can add all of that milk and make them really quite stodgy. but I don't. So there we go. So that's all gathered together now. And as you can see, I've still got quite a bit of milk left. Didn't need a lot at all. So you just gradually add it just to see. And then it's time to, I've got my baking tray here with just some parchment on it. And also I found if you place them close together, they don't have too much room to expand, which is good because then they'll go up rather than out. So I'm just going to place the other one. I'm just going to bring that here so you can see. Move this out of the way. There we are. And I'll just get another spoonful. Pop that in there. Just going to move that one along to the corner. I'm going to try and get 3 across there. There we are. Get another tablespoon. I think I'm only going to get, I think 6 here, with me putting a bit more in there, but still. And the last one, there we go. I'm going to wash my hands, sorry. So just, I mean, if you wanted more, just double your quantities as you at the beginning. I mean, as I said, mine are not a lot of quantities, but just double them up to get more. There we go. I'm just going to take a little bit of this out. There we go. You can do this just to glaze them. You can use, if you just beat up an egg, but I'm just finishing off the milk that I've got, which is fine. I'm just going to, with my fingers, just dab them a little bit. My fingers are clean, just wash them. There we go. There we are. And that is easy blueberry scones or scones, whichever. So as I said, this one is about 3, the big cutter that I've got is about 3 inches, and the little one that I've used is about just over 2.5 towards, oh, no, just over 2. So they're just sitting inside each other. There we go. So there, oh, you can't see because it's, there we go. So they are the scones before I put them in. So I'm just going to pop them in now for about 12-15 minutes, and I'll check them. If you, when you take them out, if you just turn them upside down, tap the bottom if they're hard, they should be done, because they've got no egg in. So, but yeah, they don't take long at all. So just wanted to show you these that I bought. I bought them the other day. I've not undone them yet. I got them from Amazon. So quite a few of my recipes are I found are in cups. It's just easier for me to use cups. And so these are stackable measuring cup and spoon sets. And I got them, as I said, from Amazon for, I think they were about £5.99. I think. Yeah, I think they were £5.99. And yeah, so you get some little teaspoon one. You get got my glasses on. So you get these ones here is a quarter of a cup, a third of a cup, half a cup, and 1 cup. And then the little teaspoon ones are half a teaspoon, 1 teaspoon, half a tablespoon, and 1 tablespoon. So I've not opened them yet, but because I found, oh, it's in the wash now. My little cup that I've got, it's got a little chip on it, so I needed some new ones anyway. But yeah, the ingredients is, I'll just run through it again for you. Is 8 ounces of self-raising flour, which again is, if you're going to convert, is 1 cup. A teaspoon of baking powder, a pinch of salt, 1 ounce of caster sugar, which I've weighed before and it's about 2 tablespoons, 2 ounces of margarine or butter, again a quarter of a cup if you've got one of those, and a quarter of a pint of milk. So the margarine and the butter, they do need to be cold, and so does the milk. And then just glaze with either a beaten egg or just finish off some of the milk that you used before. So I will let you go now, but I'll come back in a bit and just show you the end result. So thank you, bye, see you in a bit. Hi, welcome back. These have been out for about 5 or 10 minutes now, so I'll just sort of pop back on and show you them before they all get eaten. There we go. They smell so nice. So I hope you enjoyed this little baking video, and maybe try some over the weekend. I hope the weather stays nice and you all have a lovely few days. All right, take care. See you next week. Bye.